Beyond the blue mountains and the whispering woods lay a small, quiet village called Luma Valley. It was a place where nights were darker than ink and stars barely dared to shine. The villagers had one treasure, the great fire crystal, their only source of light. It glowed on a high altar, keeping every home warm and bright. Among them lived a cheerful girl named Nira, curious and brave. Her laughter was as bright as sunlight, and her eyes sparkled with dreams. Her grandfather had given her a small clay lantern. It barely glowed, but to Nira it was priceless. Every night she whispered to it, "Someday I'll find a light that never fades." Her grandmother smiled. "The brightest lantern is the one that burns inside your heart." One stormy night, thunder crashed and the wind roared through the valley. When dawn came, the villagers gasped. The great fire crystal was gone. Shadows fell across the houses. People trembled in fear. The chief said sadly, "Without the crystal, Luma will never shine again." But Nira stepped forward and said boldly, "Then I will find it. The light is not lost, it's only hiding." The villagers laughed. "You're just a child." But her grandmother said softly, "Sometimes the smallest flame can light the biggest darkness." Nira took a piece of bread, her lantern, and a heart full of courage. She walked into the whispering forest. The air was alive. Fireflies danced like stars, and the wind hummed a tune. At the edge of the forest, an old squirrel with silver fur asked, "Where are you going, little one?" "To find the great fire crystal," she said. The squirrel nodded. "Follow the fireflies. They remember where the light hides." And so she followed them deep into the glowing woods. After hours of walking, she reached a wide silver river that sang softly. When she spoke, the water echoed back her words. "Hello," she said. "Hello," the river replied. "Do you know where the light is?" "Where the light is." Then a shimmering fish rose from the waves. Its voice was calm like music. "The fire crystal rests in the cave of shadows beyond this river. But beware, the shadows are not your enemies. They are your fears." With a grateful nod, Nira crossed the river stone by stone. The cave was cold, and her lantern flickered weakly. Shadows moved along the walls, tall and strange. Her knees shook, but she said softly, "You can't scare me. You're just shadows." The little light grew stronger, and there, deep inside, she saw the great fire crystal covered in dust. As she reached for it, darkness swirled around her. Her lantern dimmed, and fear filled her chest. Then she remembered her grandmother's words. "The light inside you is stronger than the darkness outside." Nira took a deep breath and raised her lantern high. The small flame blazed like the sun. The shadows vanished, and the crystal shone brighter than ever before. When Nira returned to her village with the glowing crystal, everyone cheered. She placed it on the altar, and a golden light swept through the valley. Houses shimmered, rivers gleamed, and even the stars began to twinkle again. The chief said, you've given us more than light, Nira. You've given us hope." She smiled and replied, "The light was never dawn. It was waiting to be found." From that year on, every winter night, the people of Luma Valley lit clay lanterns in every home. Not to fight the dark, but to remember that courage and kindness are the truest lights of all. And in the middle of the village stood Nira's old lantern, glowing softly forever, reminding everyone that even the smallest flame can brighten the world.